Brenton Ford here. Welcome to another triathlon news update for effortlessswimming.com. Do you need to wear a wetsuit? I've been doing a number of triathlons lately, and what I've noticed is that in the shorter events, the sprint triathlons, where you're doing 500 meters swim, that majority of swimmers are wearing wetsuits when the water's not too cold. And I think, based on what I've seen, that those swimmers are probably slowed down from wearing a wetsuit. Now it depends on where your ability is and where your swim speed's at. But if you're only doing a very short race, like if you've got a 400 or 500 meter swim, then you're probably better off not wearing a wetsuit, because the time that it takes to get the wetsuit off and the extra time that it takes to get to transition is greater than the benefit you'll get from wearing a wetsuit. Now it obviously depends on the water temperature and your swim ability, but personally I wouldn't wear a wetsuit for anything less than 1500 meters. If it was an 800 meter swim, I'd still do it without a wetsuit. But it's all up to your own personal preference, but just something to consider. Do you really need to wear a wetsuit? If the water's warm enough to swim in, is the extra time that it takes to get the wetsuit off and to run to transition, is it going to slow you down more than the benefit that you get from wearing the wetsuit? That's it for triathlon news this week. I'll see you next week.